Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and of course you know where we are. We're at the Pepper Mill Down, and this is actually, hi, this is Jimmy, my new guest. How are you?
I'm good, Ninon. How are you?
I'm doing great, absolutely wonderful. This is Elvis Presley's booth, by the way.
I've heard about this.
You've heard about it?
I've heard
so much. This could be dangerous.
Since I've been in here.
Really?
Yeah.
What have you learned?
Well, I've heard about the Heartland Mansion in Vegas, and
Yes.
I've heard about all the things that went on back in the day, but it's a pleasure to be here with
Well,
you.
how long have you been in Vegas? Not long.
Well, that's really where it starts. I've been here for 2 years.
2 years.
Which after the movie The Identical, which was released September
this is the movie
of 2014, that I'm the co-writer of 7 songs of this movie. It starred Ray Liotta.
You wrote 7
Ashley
songs
Judd.
on this movie?
Yes, and that is for you, from me,
Oh,
thanking you
look
for
at this. Look, it's written the message on. We've got the date on and everything. Oh, thank you so much, Jimmy.
Well, that's how you do it, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, this movie is very special to me and also my former manager, in that here you had a great period piece all about from, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. And unfortunately, with our business, and this is what people should know, and by the way, I do want you to check out The Identical, everybody.
Don't forget.
It's been on Netflix. It's been, it's going to be on, it's on Cox. Now it's not in a bundle, so you'd have to pay to see it. But anyway, it stars Ray Liotta, Ashley Judd. It doesn't get any better than that, but unfortunately.
I don't like to hear the unfortunate part, but let's hear it
But
anyway.
unfortunately, because we got to be straight up, because it's the truth. It's hard
Okay.
about the business. It was attacked by anti-Christian critics, left-wing Hollywood, USA Today, Rotten Tomatoes. But still, we had a great movie, although they really hurt our movie.
Okay, so what's the point of this movie? What is the
movie,
message
the point
you're
was,
kind of
you
getting
believe it
across?
was not talking about Elvis. It was originally going to be called, it was The Identical, but it is written by the treatment by the first Elvis Presley impersonator in the whole
So this
deal.
is actually, we're sitting in Elvis Presley's booth, and this is actually, The Identical is all about Elvis Presley, right?
They wanted to do about Elvis, but they couldn't because the Elvis Presley Enterprises said, go do your little movie, and wanted 80% control, so they redid a whole idea of it and went with that Elvis was supposed to have had a stillborn brother die, and he had a twin, and these two twins go through life, and the one who's the not successful one has no idea that he has this other brother, and he becomes this tremendous singer who can impersonate, and he gets the impersonation job because of massive success with it, and comes to find out that he is his brother. They're at a contest, and the real guy comes.
So the impersonator, getting the story straight, the impersonator is actually Elvis Presley's brother, but that's not in real life.
No.
This is
right.
this is not in real life, but that's what the movie is kind of about.
Right.
That's fascinating,
It
isn't
is,
it?
and
it's funny. You could play a part so well and so great. They really, well, hang on a second, that's my brother, the twin brother at that.
Right, and then they got me in it. They got me in it where I do a contest, where they almost like today was singing contest, but back in the day of the '70s, and so there's there's impersonators of this guy. And so at this major singing contest, it's supposed to be in Nashville, which is where we actually filmed it.
Yes.
He walks in, and he looks up, and when this guy gets up there, he goes, and he walks away because he realizes that's his brother, and it's pretty heavy. And
that's
then
pretty heavy.
He dies in an airplane crash on the way to a major show, and then
Which
this
one
guy
dies?
takes over. The supposed to be Elvis guy.
The original Elvis,
Yeah.
not the original Elvis, the guy that's playing
Right.
in the movie, the Elvis.
And
Let's
that
get
was
it
it.
straight.
That's
And then
good, though.
his brother.
And then his brother goes on to become
So
this
then he
major.
becomes the major Elvis Presley,
Right.
and actually takes over from his brother that's impersonating Elvis.
Right.
Whew.
And so in
How
between
cool is
that,
that?
interspersed are these 70s type songs,
Yes.
because my style, as they say, boomer rock, which we are going after.
Yes.
But I have a cross between everybody from Robert Plant to what have you. It's a great company to be in.
So
And
your
a Pink
talent.
Floydish kind of Zeppelin.
So your talent is actually composing and writing music.
Well, I'm a co-writer with a great guitar player who's with me, Rick
Who's-
Harshall.
Rick Harshall.
Right.
Pretty
And
cool, huh?
I'm going to do a little something here. If you go on YouTube, Jimmy Carslake, and everybody has fun with this name. Carslake, Carslake, Carslake. Carslake.
Oh, yes, it's L-A-K-E.
So there's
and
three.
this is Jimmy Carslake, by the way.
Right.
So we don't get confused anymore. This is the real thing. This is it. This is who he is.
Yeah, I'm not impersonating Jimmy. Anyway, there are three videos, 3 YouTubes, and the first one is now a song called Night Flight, which was done in the desert here on January 25th. And I'm very excited about it. Yeah.
And that's coming out.
It's on YouTube right now, and I want to sure have people check it out.
Okay, so have people, where do they go to exactly to hear this?
Here we go. You
right.
go on YouTube, put Jimmy Carslake in YouTube. JIMMY CARSLAKE. You'll find Night Flight. Should come up first. This is important. Next one is Jimmy Carslake Las Vegas show official promo. In that talks about the movie and shows clips of me from a Vegas show that was done a few years ago. There was a special kind of shoot. Then the next one is a full-on song that is used in that called Jimmy C Live in Vegas of a song called Love's a Hurtin' Thing, and people in the business or people not in the business know.
Now I'm going to turn around now. Jimmy, what do you do? I mean,
right.
It's not what he does, it's what he doesn't do.
Right. Well.
So you you write music and you compose music.
Yes.
And you're actually a television. You work in television as an actor, or do you do any television?
No. Guess
not
what?
Yet, but
not
yet.
television. But they brought me into the movie.
But you're an actor.
In a sense, right.
And are you a singer as well? Obviously, sounds like you are.
I'm a lead singer, solo artist. I've been in different bands.
Lead singer, solo artist. That's cool.
And
a
drummer. Before I ever was a singer, became a drummer-singer. Then as a singer, I was in like a club in San Diego, and this band walked in and said, well, where is this guy? I can't hear him. He's got a great voice. So next thing you know, 3 weeks later, on a Friday, I came up. I felt like, I was naked. The next night I went up with cowbells, maracas, and it exploded. It never stopped. The fever hit me. And
he's never come down. Isn't that beautiful?
That's right. That's what it's all about. I'm not jaded. It's rough. It's tough. But I'm here. And now...
But listen, Jimmy,
Yes.
everything is rough and tough.
That's
everything, everything out there is hard. And unfortunately...
Anything that's worth it.
What we all do, we always look at the mistakes and the bad things that we do.
Right.
We very rarely kind of look at the good things we do and how great we've achieved things and how well we've done things. But we're always trying to correct ourselves. I'm trying to change that a little bit.
And
with
I like
people.
that.
I want to change it with people say, well, I did this, or I helped that person, or I made a great song out of that, and I produced this. I think, why don't we start going in that direction?
Guess what? I turn negatives into positive. I have a saying with my driven energy, I'm driven.
Well, I'm Miss Positive. Everyone knows me as Ninon is positive.
Well,
I am always positive. Yeah, only because we're going on wonderful. Only because I see the alternative, and the alternative actually makes you depressed. Oh, I'm so depressed, and I'm so down, and I don't want to get out of bed. Well, think of good things, and then you get out of bed.
Well, the thing with this business is, only more. You hear it from major people. You hear it from anybody. If you might as well not be in it if you feel like it's just so hard that you don't. But
I get excited.
You have the love for it.
Every show I do,
for it.
every person I interview, everything. I get so excited about everything.
Well, I'm so excited right now. I could just go through the roof of the peppermill.
Well, don't go to the roof just yet. Hang in a second. Hang on. We're not finished with the interview.
I'm like that. No, I'm very excited.
Now, I want to know, what are you performing in Vegas? What are you doing here?
Well,
and what's happening?
that's very important right now.
Yes.
Actually, Vegas, only more in my opinion, people will come to Vegas and they'll see all of this.
Yes.
Big stuff.
Yeah.
They don't understand. They're not going to get right to that big stuff. But right now, in the mix, and I want to bring somebody up.
Okay.
Behind me, not a manager, not an agent, not a producer, is a gentleman by the name of Niall Henson, who I told you, assistant about, who we want you to meet, who is a longtime friend, but not a bad longtime friend to have, from San Diego, where I'm from, La Jolla. And
I love La Jolla. Elizabeth Taylor had a fabulous home in La Jolla.
Well,
and
he became a friend and
place.
became a fan because of this song here, La Jolla, off my title, La Jolla, that I dedicated to my mother before she passed away. She passed away 8 years ago, but she loved La Jolla so much. So the way I lyrics the lyric was, oh, La Jolla, in the night she comes to you. La Jolla, midnight rendezvous. Oh, La Jolla, like a diamond pearl she comes to me. Oh, La Jolla, the jewel by the sea. The jewel by the sea was my mom.
So I wanted him to sing, but he just did, so now I don't have to ask him to sing again. I love it. I love it.
La Jolla, by the way, is available on iTunes. La Jolla is available, I understand, on quite a few of these sites.
Yes.
And Niall Henson, Henson, is the creator and founder of CMT, Country Music Television.
Okay.
He's a longtime friend. He became a big fan, and I'm happy to
Let's
say
have him on the show.
Yes, we want him on the show.
Definitely.
And ironically, it's his birthday tomorrow, 70th birthday. He's launching Project
Is he in
7.
town or out of
He's
town?
in town. We're going to get.
So next week he's coming on this show.
We're going to call him together. We're going to get him here. He was going to be here, but he couldn't do it, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, he is working on a way to work me in here. We have a plan of Vegas, so we're keeping it under the wraps.
Well, don't give it too much under the wraps.
Well, we
because
don't have a venue right now.
People
So
wonder,
we're
well,
looking
if you bring it out out
well,
of the
look,
wraps,
when we get the venue.
you can't hide things. You've got to let people know what you want to do.
I know. We don't have
It's
the
like
venue
people
yet.
say, I have a show that I want to bring out. And everybody says, Ninon, you can't bring that show out. You can't.
Yeah.
It's called The Rich Bitches. That's the name of the show.
Well-
oh, you can't bring it out. You can't. I said, why? Well, someone will steal it from you.
Well, I'm not
steal it, you
I'm not
steal it.
booked yet. When I'm booked, we're going to tell him. We're going to
You'll
get
get booked. You'll
Anyway,
get booked. With his talent, he'll
one
get
thing
booked.
I'll say, I've guessed at a great place. Most people in Vegas know about it. I got invited to come out to the Bootlegger Bistro.
Oh, the
a number of
Bootlegger,
times,
yes.
And Kelly Clinton and Clint.
Yeah, you can go Monday nights there.
Yeah, they've been very supportive of me. But I come in and I don't do like the usual because I'm not going to do, say, a Sinatra song. It's great. I'm not going to do
Yeah, but
say
everybody in
that.
town does a Sinatra song.
Right, somebody was sitting there. I know you're not going to do Frank just the way you are. Please,
Don't
not
you
another
think
Frank.
he looks like Frank Sinatra?
And so the first time.
How about Willie Nelson?
Well, the first time I did Spooky, in the
Spooky.
cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of groovy, and then I did My Girl. Anyway, I brought the tracks, of the movie, 7 of them, and each Monday I went and did each of those tracks, the one each Monday. And gradually, Kelly said, "Oh, Jimmy, this is like so cool. You do different things and all that." And so I went out there recently and I did La Jolla. And she said, "Wow, you've got to come back and do that. That's like a hit." I said, "Thank you, Kelly Clinton. I'm going to come out."
Kelly's lovely, by the way.
She's
This
lovely.
girl, Kelly Clinton.
We like Kelly. Hi, Kelly. You're going to see
Yeah,
this.
Kelly, you're
I'm
lovely.
telling you.
Kelly, when are you coming on my show?
Yeah. Well,
Come on, come down here, get some publicity, get you there.
yeah, and
Not that you're not out there already.
anyway, and also on YouTube, we've got Jimmy C live in Vegas. We've got the Jimmy Carslake Las Vegas show, which is a chronicle of my career, which is what Niall fortunately has helped put together, and he is getting that to the people that he feels he needs to get that to. So we're just building this.
Isn't that wonderful?
It does take time.
We're going to wish Jimmy all the best because he seems like a go-getter. He's out there trying to get it, trying to reach all the people and reach everything. Don't keep things too hidden.
Oh no.
You've got to get them out there. I mean, whether
Oh,
they're good,
absolutely.
bad, right, or wrong, it doesn't matter anymore these days. It doesn't matter.
Well, Lynn will tell you I'm about
Doesn't
getting it
matter.
out there, as I told her the past few days.
How
Anyway,
can people reach you?
oh, and I'm happy to say, just within the past couple of weeks, you can find me at JimmyCarslakeMusic.com, and there's a lot of pictures there. There's a lot of things there.
What's that on? Is that Facebook?
No, that's YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
And I want to put a plug in because she's wonderful. In Fort Worth, Texas, also living here for 20 years, is Mel Carroll, who's now a brander, publicist, what have you. She made that possible for me. And so right now I'm in great hands. There's a lot of plans. And I'm going to be coming back on Ninon shows. We're going to follow the Jimmy
You're going to
Carslake.
follow. Well, we're going to follow Jimmy, but we're also going to make sure you do come back on again and
I
see
wanna
where
come
he's
back.
got. Because I'm one of these people. Don't keep things secret.
No,
Get it out there.
and I also want to say this is the first CD. It's called Blues on the Rocks. See the blue?
Blues.
Anyway, you can find this on iTunes. If you put me on iTunes, if you put my name in there, you'll find a lot. And sure, I'd love you to purchase and check it out and get to know me more because I will be.
I think they're going to get to know him real fast. Jimmy, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, Ninon.
You've been amazing.
That's wonderful.
I get kisses, you see. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.
See you.